Well, welcome back, guys. It's Monday, and we're doing Monday Mail Call. And if you hear any clanking and banging around stuff, it's not me. It's the guys on the roof that are replacing the roof. So, happy days there. I don't feel like being on camera again today because, well, it just gets to be kind of tedious sometimes to sit in front of the camera. But that's my own personal point of view. So, Monday mail call. First thing we're going to start off with is something we got in the mail. We got it like on Wednesday last week, and we talked to our friend and asked him if we could go ahead and do that for Monday. He said, sure, go right ahead. I don't mind. Just do whatever you want. You're a full-grown man. It's like, okay, great. And then we're going to go to a little bit of a stash ad video, which we had wanted to do last week, and then we got that awesome mail call from our friend, and that just freaking blew us away. So we're going to go ahead and start off with this guy. No, we didn't get anything from the Amazon. Should I say it? Yes, that river has everything. But we didn't get this from the Amazon. We got this from our friend over in California, known as Rattlecan Shenanigans. And I gotta say, that is one of the best channel names I've ever heard. So kudos to you, Ajax, for coming up with such a great name. Now, he happened to mention that they had run out of tape at the post office, so he had to get creative. And there's all these decals on there holding this box together, and I'm like, I hope there's one inside. So I don't want to have to salvage one of those. But inside this package that weighs, I mean, it weighs tens of ounces. This is a nice little brick right here. We have a very lovely letter, which with some very kind words and sentiments on it. And then inside the box, this is the briefcase scene from Pulp Fiction. Where they open up and there's that golden glow. If you haven't seen that, go see it. It's a classic. But here we go. It is a box of wheels and tires that Ajax has cast, well, not cast, I should say, 3D printed. And they are he said some might have some flaws, some might have a little bit oversized, size might not have come out quite right. So he get into the 3D printing thing, and he and I texted a lot about it, and he's like, it's so funny because he's like, get a 3D printer, they said. You'll have a good time, they said. He's like, I haven't built a thing since I got that 3D printer. All I'm doing is printing tires and wheels and stuff. And I'm like, you're better off than me, man. If I had a 3D printer, I'd be printing, like, I don't know, a more comfortable chair to sit in. But the wheels and tires that he sent us are astounding. We don't have very good lighting here for some reason. It's sheening off the blag real bad. But I don't think there are any two sets in here that are the same. These are sweet. These definitely look like they go on a JDM. That would be just, oh, I know what's wrong. I'm in the wrong setting. There you go. So yeah, these look really cool. I have a couple of plans. I have a couple of ideas for these guys here. They got the stretch type of deal going on there. That's pretty cool. How about these? These are some beautiful looking Watanabes. Those are beautiful. They're staggered. I have a plan for those also. I mean, there's just, and then he's got dragster type wheels in here. Oh boy, oh boy. When we opened this up, we were taking a look at this, and I was just like, man, the ideas just started pouring out of me. This one actually has brake rotors printed on them. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, so check these out, man. These look like they're all the same size, but they're different widths. So that's pretty sweet. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of large diameter wheels in here, so I'm thinking trucks. Truck builds. This one here, more of like, I don't know, maybe a dune buggy build. That would be some sweet wheels and tires for dune buggy build. This guy here looks like he's got some Porsche rims on there. And oh gosh, yeah, man. I have a Revell Porsche 911 Carrera blah 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 thing with a whale tail on the back. I did not like the wheels and tires that came with it because they were very narrow. I might go back and replace them with these and upgrade that build. So I mean, it's just, there's piles of stuff in here, and I couldn't freaking believe it. And in the note, he was like, do with them as you choose. So I gotta share these. Okay, look at that. See that on there, the BF Goodwrench on there? I asked him how he did that, and he told me and then he had to swear me to secrecy. There, I can't share that. That's a proprietary information. So, and it's not like he's standing in the room here right now or anything, but I'm just going to say it was a genius idea, and I might try that myself someday. But I mean, I have a truck kit, a truck build that it's up on the nostalgia shelf. It is the Hot Rod Edition Chevy Street pickup truck. It's a 1/25th scale kit, and I'm looking at these and I'm thinking that these would be the wheels and tires for that build. So Ajax, my friend, I owe you a big one, dude. This is just awesome. He said that he was cleaning off his build space so he could get back to work to actually building cars. And I'm like, I'm a wheel and tire fan. I'm a wheel and tire well, not really aficionado, but I should say enthusiast. And he's like, okay, let me hook you up. And I was like, okay, cool. I thought he was gonna send me a couple wheels and stuff like that, but he sent me like the whole bench. Oh my goodness, this was just too cool. So Mr. Ajax, thank you so much, sir, and I owe you a big one there. And next time we get out to the area of California that you happen to live in or near, we will let you know so we can go have some adult beverages and chill. All right, so now on to the, what do we want to call it? Stash ads. Yay, stash ads. Okay, so prefacing. We were at a antique store, not this weekend, but the weekend before, and Mrs. BG happened to find this guy here. I was like, oh yeah, Nova Kit, yay, everybody has one of these. She's like, no, check out the price. So I did. It's $15. I'm like, oh my god. Then there was a store-wide sale for 10% off of your purchase. So I was like, okay, cool. I got this. I got a couple other little trinkety things too, but a couple things that kind of remind me of my mom, you know. But yeah, $15 plus 10% off, or less percent, 10% off, however you're supposed to say that. I couldn't go wrong with that. The kit is all there. It was sealed in cellophane. Everything inside is still bagged. It looks like it's all there, and we know that Mobius likes to leave extra parts on these kits, so that's pretty sweet. I have a cousin that this happens to be his favorite car of all time, so I think I might try and build that for him. Then we were over at, I was over at Hobby Depot talking to my friend Dick, who runs and owns that store there, and one of these days we're going to get a chance to go in there and film. He's still in the process of getting everything sorted out because he moved last three or 4 months, and moving a hobby store is not easy because of all the stuff that has to be, you know, shelved and reshelved and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, he had this kit here, and although I don't, you know, I'm not a huge fan of this body style, I do appreciate them, especially the 5.0s, because those things would beat just about anything right off the showroom floor. The 4-lug wheels were an interesting choice by Ford. Don't know why they did that, but they did, and you know, it's a thing. So but the reason why I picked this up is because of the cancer awareness build that will be coming up in October. Mr. Bob Boosking has already dropped a video describing what's supposed to be going on and all that stuff. I think I'll see if I can put a link down below for that particular video if you guys are interested in building for that. I got this for a specific young man that's very, very close to me that I'm going to be building on, and there'll be a separate video on that coming up here post haste. And then we went to the Model Car Mafia meeting and our 1-year anniversary, and I have to adjust this because it's a big old kit. And one of the guys there was selling a few of these, and he had a really good price for them. So I was like, sweet, all right, sign me up. So got one of these guys. I believe Rick over at Rusty Rotor is working on one of these. I think he had opened up all the doors and stuff. I think this is the version he's working on. I can't be 100% sure, but I was really impressed by what he was doing, and it's given me ideas about what I can do with this thing. And I've been into the idea of getting this kit ever since I saw Throttle Power's video on that, so I have to blame Tim for the wanting of that. And now for the cut to grass. This guy, the Rattan Voyager. Do you guys remember who Burt Rattan is? No? Well, you'll have to Google that. So he was a guy who did a composite, I think I can't remember the actual name of his company, but he did composite aircraft. and I think the name of the aircraft company is something very, very similar to that. Anyway, this thing was flying around like 1986 or whatever. I was reading the Popular Mechanics and Popular Science magazines about, reading the articles about this. I was fascinated by the idea of flying around the world, one takeoff, one landing type of thing. Now, here's the sad part. This happened so long ago. I can't even remember if this was actually a successful attempt or not. I have to go back and do some more reading about it. But or maybe look up YouTube. But yeah, this fascinating type of technology. I'm curious to see if they can do that again nowadays. I know the French had done a solar powered around the world flight, but it still had to do takeoff and landings. It didn't stay aloft 24/7 type of deal. But anyway, I'm digressing. So I was so excited to see this. I snapped it up. It was at Hobby Depot, and got it home, ripped off the cellophane, opened up the box, and I was a little disappointed to see what was inside of here. I think maybe their molds are rusting. Is that why we're getting like a yellow hue on everything? I'm in the wrong screen again. There you go. But I'm not even sure if this is technically plastic. It feels like some sort of hard rubber type of thing. It almost, when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, this is resin. No, it's not resin. But I don't know, maybe it is resin. I don't know. But it's just, it wasn't very expensive. That's why I'm not really, bugging about it too much. But I mean, the molding on this is a little harsh. But the transparent stand's pretty cool. Keep that. But yeah, it's just too bad. Decals look pretty good though. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. Thank you all for tuning in again for another Monday mail call. I appreciate that so much, along with all the awesome comments and stuff and everything. And we are so busy these days with everything going on, with getting ready for the show in Vegas, and then doing YouTube stuff and replying the comments and everything. We're doing our very, very best to watch as many videos as we can for the folks out there that do support our channel and such, because give and take. So all right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. We'll talk to you all a little bit later on, and we'll have a recap from Vegas next Monday. Y'all take it easy, and we'll see you in the future. Bye now.